It's another day. Oh, I forgot to tell you the other day, old Davo, he went down the road. We won't see him again, unfortunately. We will have to probably have another bull, I'd have thought. Just had a morning prep in the shed. Farmer finished off the wheat last night, so we're just in on the weigh bridge. The guys are going to weigh all the oats in. So they got their fobs. Their fobs basically tell the computer how much their tractor and trailer weigh empty, and then the computer will print out a ticket with how much weight they bring in. So all the wheat is on this side. Oh god, farmer's not happy. You can see it. Can you see it in the wheat? There is a looks like there's a little specks of black in it. Can you see it? And that there is, let me show you, I can pick it out by hand. Look, these pieces here, it's basically full of ergot, and it's like a fungus within the wheat, and it's just where the wheat has lied wet all winter. It was terrible out there. It was a clean-up job. It was literally clean the field off, so yeah, so they can start again with it. This is the area for the oats. I have no idea. The old man reckons it's going to come right out the front. The oats have looked the best so far for us this year, so this is our, you know, this is going to be our best coming in today and tomorrow. Farmer's got quite a bit over there to do. Whether he'll cover it in 2 days, I imagine it'll take 2 full days. And then we've got a bit of rain coming in tomorrow night, so he will, I imagine the boys will be out there. As long as that's dry, they'll be out there late tonight. Me and Rob and the old man, we're going to go and get some straw off the field. That way Keithy can get on there. Daisy's been coming in moling, so she can get on there and mole it. Keithy then get on it and discorate it, pull it up. Yeah, it's working quite nice this year. Keithy's been able to pull up the fields as we've been combining them, clearing them. We've got a lot of helpers. Dave's in today, he's running grain cart. Barry's in today, he's running grain cart. Keithy's out the back, discorating on top of the muck we spread, ready for winter wheat next year. We got about 1,000 bales to pick up from Jim's farm. The fields that we're going to plant next year, we want to get off now so we can work them up. So those are got winter stubbles next year, so they can stay over there until we're ready to pick them up. We're in no rush to get them going unless we've got nothing else to do. Then we'll go and pick them up. They'll go into a big stack. The old man will stack them up. One morning when it's not very windy, we'll pull a sheet right over top. I'm sure there'll be some baling of oat straw going on in the next day or two. Young David's on there this time. He's got a week off, so he's coming to help. He is coming to help us this week. There we go. So our first weigh ticket, look, 9.6 tons of oats in that. This is a 14-ton trailer. It's our higher, well, it's not our trailer, it's a higher trailer, but yeah, lovely grain trailer this. We'll do a grain weight test another day. There it is. Beautiful. That's your tip for the day. You can take those home.
Like 12%.
12% moisture. Does it taste like 12? Does it taste like 12? Oh no, yeah. Look at that. Yeah, nice.
They don't have
Yeah, Dave Taylor might finish it. But just get up there and you'll see things.
So your tip is on that big joystick, so pull that back to you. And then all the way forward to down, that's it. And then your door is on the furthest one away from you. Lever. No, lever. Just so you can't get the two mixed up, alright?
Hey, just stop this moving now. Sorted. See you later.
Right. We're just out picking a few bales up. Farmer got these ones done yesterday afternoon. They didn't yield very well. We, you know, in hindsight, we probably should have just sprayed them off come the spring and then put them into a spring crop. You probably wouldn't be any better off, you know, you would just have something nicer to look at. So, yeah. Getting towards evening time. They're on the oats anyway. The oats look like they're going to do okay. The sample's pretty nice. The weight's half decent. We haven't done a weight test yet, but we'll do one of those in a few days time once they're in. We'll get a sample taken away. Farmer's got a nice contact for them oats, and yeah, they seem to, for the last few years, they seem to really like the ones we've given them, but they were in late this year, so there's no telling. But yeah, just loading up a few bales of straw. It's rough on the fields. And then Daisy will probably be here at some point running the mow, and then Keithy will be across here. He's done 2 of them already. They've been mowed and dissed. So yes, this one will get the same treatment, and they will go into spring crops. Anything going into winter crops, you know, winter wheat, we will, once that field is cleared, we will prioritise those fields, because obviously they get turned around a little bit quicker. So we're just on the last trailer here actually. I don't know if we'll spread this muck on here or not. It might just, it could get left there till next year. Just see what farmer says on that. Ideally it wants to go on before any cultivation work, but the cultivation work's already gone on, so not too sure on that one, but we'll see another day. Hey look, Linda got a car fixed. How long did that take? Nearly a year, isn't it? We didn't get done at the same place, did we? No. Looks nice though. Looks good. What's that? Is that a load of rubbish?
Paving stuff.
Oh.
Someone done a paving job and just driven in and...
If they would have come up the yard, I'd have told them where to put that. Now I've got to come back down with a bucket and take it away. You leave a gate open. You leave a gate open for 5 minutes, people are just dumping their crap. Thanks a lot. The bale's got to go forward.
Yeah, but face forward or back?
I don't know. Got to run. Got to run forward. I'll give you a head start, all right? Which way are you going?
I don't know, that way. It's downhill.
Okay. This is good, right? Well, I've got to show you how to do it. Holy shit. That's how it looks.
Yeah.
I'm going to be down, isn't it? Come on, you bastard. That's hard.
Dear me.
Try again. Try on this one. I'll push you. No, that one rolls nice. You should be able to do it easy. Come on, get on there. Stop messing about now. Right, turn around.
Well, that
That's
way.
it. That's it. It's like a hamster wheel, yeah? Go, 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 Rob. Go, Rob. You did all right then. You made it 2 feet. Me and Rob are just having a go at bale rolling. It's harder than it looks. It's quite high on them. Anyway, yeah, Rob's been running a few load today. He's been moving the combine about for the boys. Yeah, we've been busy again. Anyway, we're just about to finish for the night. The guys on the combine will probably run till dark, and the moisture will get up, and it's the straw more than anything. The grains will be alright. It's the straw gets damp and it doesn't run through the combine right, so they'll end up stopping in a couple of hours. Me and Rob have got to move spears in the morning over at Jim's. We'll go and move those tomorrow, as long as it's all blowing cool. So there goes Robbo on the headland, look. We keep all the stuff to the tram lines, even though this one's going into wildflower mix next year. So we'll see that. That'll be a new thing anyway. So yeah, the man's taking it back in hand, and he's gonna put a scheme in there. So yeah, fair play to him. We'll see what it does. But terrible wet field this. Something happens on the, there's a drain or something gone on the, where it connects to the motorway, and give us a hard time this year. A lot of water on this field. But never mind. Right, we'll see you in the morning. We're going to do another half hour, get this field cleared, and then yeah, and then start again tomorrow. This is the big pile of wheat for this year. I don't know what would be in there. I'm guessing at the minute I would say 500 plus tons in there, something like that. I don't know if I showed you this or not, but the quality is a little bit all over the place here. You've got some really nice grains and then some quite shriveled up ones. So, and that's, you know, you got some nice plump ones in there, and then you got some shriveled up ones. So the quality is just a little bit all over the place. They're doing a it's Zayat, so they're going to do a test on it to see what the proteins are and all the other bits and pieces. Rob's already up here. Just hopefully he's done 3 and only left me 1, eh Rob? So at the top, Robert's putting the first one in. There we go, we're at the top. This is our grain dryer, mobile unit, this one. Which way can you see me? That way. We can take that to any farm and dry grain. We only had to dry 3 load here. It's 3 load you've got done, and you're not waiting around for the grain to dry on the field. But Rob's just screwing in the first one. We've done the back. We've done the next layer on, and Rob will put one here. The next one will come here, and then we'll probably do one more. We move them every 3 days. There's a motor that goes on top, and it's like a big fan that sucks, so the spear goes all the way into the grain. Rob will show you how big they are. It's a bit dark up here, so you ain't going to see very much. Some people will have they're basically spears, but you line the barn as you go, and then all you do is move the fans, but they're in there permanent. These ones you can push all your grain in, and you ain't got to worry about reversing into them or blah blah blah. They work really nice, you know. Every year we never have a problem with them, and it's important you blow it. You got sun heat on the grain. It'll store nicely at 16, but we like to get it down to about 14.5 really, for it to store really nice. The grain wants to be in here at 10 degrees ideally. So these spears basically just cool the grain down, run air through it, and they will take about a percentage off the grain as well. So if they're sitting at 15, they'll end up at 14. They stay on there for 3 days. The motor on top literally just pulls air out from the bottom, throws it out of this area here, and when we turn that on, that'll be nice and warm. They only cover, you know, so much area, so from me to the spear away is probably about maximum as they cover. So you have to just move them across the heap. They're hard work, aren't they, Rob? Rob's just pulling one out. I'll have to speed this bit up when I, Rob. You're going a bit slow. Have you got your stool with you? Oh yeah, can't see very much really. Watch out, don't clang you in the head. There we go, that's how tall they are. How tall would you say that is? It's like an average sized man and a bit, isn't it?
I don't know. 7 foot?
Yeah. I wonder what that would be against the floor. Like, if you put it in on the floor, like how far would it come up? But you can see the spear is all perforated, so it sucks. You know, the worst of the heat is at the bottom because of all the pressure of the corns on there. So anyway, they're hard work to put in, so I'm going to give Rob a hand and then we'll see how warm they're blowing. Just started the generator and the fans are now running. So we just have a feel of each fan. That's blowing warm. Quite warm. Not hot, just warm. So before we move them, obviously we check them to make sure they're blowing cool. That's blowing warm there. That is blowing warm. Warm and moist, you can feel it. So yeah, it's a good job we moved them. Just check each one. And that's the same. Let me check this one. And that is the same as well. So that's a good job. So they will stay there now for another 3 days. Then we'll check them again. When they start blowing cool, we'll move them another bay forward and then maybe one more into the front of the heap there. Yeah, we're getting onto the bit where the sun was on it now, so there'll be a lot of sun heat in the grain, and the grain will retain the heat for a long time. Even after the dryer, even after you've dried it, you cool it down to about 30 degrees. And that's like a hot sunny day, so it's still going in the heap quite warm. And it wants to lay in this heap. If it's going to stay here for a long time, it wants to lay at about 10 degrees, and then you won't have any issues at all. But that's it. This is the grain dryer. Had a little bit of use already. Might get some more use yet. You don't know. Harvest is only still about a third of the way through, so we still might be setting that back up at home yet. So we'll see. But me and Rob know how to do it anyway. So we had a lesson. Right, that's it. Anyway, we've got to do that every morning and night. Check the generator, fill the generator up, make sure the fans are going. Seems to be my job because it's on my way home. It's on the way sort of thing, so it turns out to be mine. But Rob comes and helps me move the spears because they're hard work on your own, 4 of them. Yeah, it's been relentless this year. We come off hay straight into harvest. You know, we had a really busy week of hay. Straight into a really, oh, it's just been mental. The last 2 months have been crazy around here. We've done literally, I don't know what week we're on now. We've had, I think we're coming up for 6 weeks, 12-hour days non-stop, no days off. It's just what it is. It's just how it gets some years. Some years it rains a lot and then you've got it all to do in 3 weeks. It's just, yeah, it's been a lot. Here's some round bales. Look, we've got to come pick these up. Got 3 more fields of those, so yes, might even be up here picking them up today. I think Farmer's got me and the old man are just going to get a few round bales home. He's got Keithy on the discarator. He's going to be pulling up some grass. These will be set aside next year. Once the straw is off them, they get left. Keithy's already pulled up the other set aside here, so that's ready. We will probably just give it a once over with the Cultimax, then it will be drilled. He said it pulled up lovely, so yeah, we've got high hopes this year, and it's been done early enough, so we should have a nice seed bed for wheat. Fingers crossed. So hopefully we get a nice winter to go with it, and it produces well. Well, me and Rob were here last night clearing this field. This one, the owner of the field is taking it back in hand, so we are doing some of the work for him. So I think we're going to put the seed in the ground. We're going to disc it over for him. So these are a set of Simba discs. They're in need of a bit of TLC, but they do work at the minute, so we're hoping we can just get by a few days with them. Some of the hoses are just a little bit perished and need replacing, but at the moment they're not too bad. But basically it's just a quick cultivation. We don't need to go too deep because he's putting wildflower mix in here under one of the schemes. They're paying you to put wildflowers in. So anyway, Rob's going to be on the disc. He's never used them before, so we're just going to show him what they do. We've got 6480 on the front. I haven't used them on this, so it should pull it, you know. That little 16 pulls it, so shouldn't be too bad. But we're just going around greasing everything up. They got you know, got bearings on each end, these big bearings in here. You know, you got greases on the wings, you got greasing on the folding parts in the middle. So Rob's just greasing up. We've just got a little tiny leak on this ram here, on this pipe. So what we're going to do is just set her, get her locked off so Rob can use it, and then we'll get that pipe replaced in a few days time. Nice tool this. If you could buy one of these brand new, I don't know who would make one as good. Simba stuff, really nice, really heavy built, really purposely built. Does a lovely job. We'll show you using it. Rob's just putting some grease in, and we'll get going. You can try, if you want to, is put a tiny bit more angle on the thing, but I think it'd be best to leave it as is. What do you think? We'll get out and have a look in a minute. What will happen, you see, is now the straw's chopped up a little bit, Rob, the worms will start bringing it down into the soil. When it's all stood up, you see, they can't grab it. So once it's all chopped and laid on the soil, the old worms will start helping you then. That's it, yeah. That's all you're after, because the weather will do the next job. You know, the weather will start softening it up, and
It's gone sort of deep enough, hasn't it?
yeah, I wouldn't go any deeper.
It's all loose.
Hard ground, isn't it? Horrible ground. Look at that.
Yeah.
Not very nice. Heavy stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
But for a depth, we don't need to go no deeper than that, Rob. That's fine like that.
No, well, it's deep enough, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's good.
You know, you're on a tram line at the minute as well, so you'll find the wheels.
It'll be tight.
It'll be tight. Yeah, it won't do the same job as it will between the tram lines. But that's just the nature of the thing. You know,
With any job,
yeah.
tram lines are always tight.
That's good, isn't it? You'll be happy then. That'll do. Let's go and get a cup of tea. That's Ricky the limousine, and next door is Tomahawk. Yeah. We're on the old 70. We're going to go and pick some bales up. We just leave a telehandler at a stack, and we'll unload ourselves as we get back. This is Tomahawk. He's a red Angus. And who have we got next door? Next door to him, Alec gets a girlfriend. No. So that's Alec. And she is a cow that is going to leave after we've weaned the calf. So she's off down the road. There'll be something wrong with her, you know, not something wrong with her, but she might be a bit older. She might have bad feet. She might have, you know, she's just a cull cow, is what we call them. So anyway, that's Alec. That's our new stabiliser bull. They live in these paddocks throughout the summer till they're ready to come in. And that's that can depend. That's just weather dependent, you know. It'll once it gets really wet, we'll bring them in, and then they live in their little pens. But the old man is coming down to help us out load one, and me and Dave are just clearing ahead of Robert so he can keep disking. Keithy's out the back here somewhere on the discerator. We'll get a look at that another day, but here comes Dave. He's going to get in my way. David! Dave don't run telehandler much, so he's getting a little bit of a he's getting a lesson on the telehandler. So that's you know, when you don't run a certain machine very much, you know, it's all different. So anyway, this is the second stack. We finished the first stack. We will get over there and put some sheet over it, protect it from the rain a little bit. Anyway, this next stack goes along here. Got to just try and envisage, you know, you got to get round the stack, putting bales on there to put sheet up. Keithy's been out there. Look, me and Robert we spread muck out there the other day, so that's all been incorporated in, and that'll be good. Anyway, we're going to get some trailers over, get these bales off the field, and then we're going to head to Jim's, start working on those bales. There's I think there's 1,000 over there to pick up, so yes, we've got a good few days at it. Anyway, this is the tyre that went down the other one of the other days. Farmer rang up Farrell's. Have you got a part warm one? Yeah, you know, this tractor doesn't warrant a set of new tyres, so anyway, they had a part warm one for us. The man came, the other one was delaminated, and we knew it was just a matter of time. You know, this tractor doesn't do a lot of work during the winter, and in the summer it only does the baling. You know, today it's going to do a bit of trailering, but yes, so part worn one got on there. The guys at Farrell's are really good. The old boy there, his name's Elvis, always gets us out of a jam, so thanks Elvis for that, mate. It's not half the day they said it was going to be today. They said it was going to be 25 degrees, lovely and sunny, but it's not here. We got rain coming tonight for sure. Barry and Uncle Franklin, he's back, he's feeling a bit better, so he's back on the grain cart. So those two are running the oats back from and they're pretty good. We weighed them in, they're 53 kilos per hectolitre, so that's it's not an exact amount, that, you know, because when they do it in the lab it's a little bit more scientific the way they do it, but you can get a slight idea of what they are. Just measure, literally put a litre's worth of grain and measure a litre's worth of grain. That's what you're doing. So yes, anyway, it gives us a good idea that they're going to be, they're good weight. So farmer's got a nice contact for those. That bull was he's such a good looking bull now. Anyway, yeah, farmer will send a sample away. They'll test them. Their last 2 years they've gone away for milling, and I think they actually, you know, as a paid, you know, profit per crop, they actually did better than the wheat did last year. In terms of profit overall at the end of it, you know, after you've took all your costs in, they were actually more valuable to you than the wheat was, which is a bit bizarre. But anyway, hopefully, fingers crossed, they take them again. There'll be a fair few oats there. I think there's 120 tonne in there at a minute, so fingers crossed there'll be another 120 today. I don't know if they'll get finished today. There's a good chunk to go out. They might surprise us. There's a couple of fields there got drilled really late, so those, you know, they might even have to come back to them. Davo's out here on the loader, just a set of spikes for round bales. He's going to load me up quickly. Robbo's out here on the disc. We just noticed there's a little crack on one of the wings, so tomorrow, fingers crossed, hopefully they last and don't pull apart. There's a crack on one of the wings, so the farmer's going to have them in and do some welding on them. But doing a nice job. He's umming and ahhing whether we do it twice. You know, it'll be a better job done twice. It'll chop it up and bury it a bit better. But obviously it's time and money, and the man's paying. So yeah, these are the last ones to pick up. Then we're heading to gyms. Young Davo don't get a lot of telehandler time, so you know, this is the sort of job you want to put a youngster on. You know, just to give him a bit of experience on the telehandlers. So the old man's back at the farm pushing up the oats for the guys on grain trailers, and then later on tonight, the two youngsters, they're all keen to go on grain trailers, so they might find themselves on there when Uncle Franklin and Barry have had enough. They'll swap over. End of the day, me and Dave are just bringing one load home each. What time is it? 7, half 7, something like that. Got to come back and do the generator overnight for the spears. So yeah, that's going to do us for tonight. We'll have a little quick look at the heap before we go, but yeah, we'll leave it there. I'll just show you the heap of oats that they got. We'll start a new video tomorrow. So yes, going to get this one home. We're not too far away, a bit of road work, but nothing crazy, you know, and get past 6 o'clock, roads are quiet, so right, we're going to have a look at the heat quick and then we'll sign it off. Keithy's been loading a load of 4-stringers. That's a hell of a load, isn't it? I don't know how many he gets on there. But yeah, heading off for Wales, that lot. See if the old boy, which one it is. Oh, I like it. Alright. He's a nice old boy, that old boy. Anyway, yes, first of many that will be. We are done for the day. I will just show you what oats are in the shed. The guys are moving on to the fields that we went back and re-drilled. So there, we want to just make sure the spec weight is the same. So we're putting them in a different shed just for tonight, and then we'll weigh them tomorrow. If they're the same spec weight and they look the same, they'll go back on the heap. But we just want to make sure that we're we're not going to put lesser spec weight on the heap and have them rejected. That wouldn't be good. That heap has grown. Oh my god. It weren't like that earlier on. I didn't think there'd be a heap like that. That's a good sign. We'll just have a little quick look at them. Like they've been. Look at those. I think those are even better. They look even better than the ones from before. They were off that big field of Collins, that big 50-acre field. It's looked well, you know. The oats have looked well, and it shows in the heap. So the spec weight's good. So yeah, fingers crossed they head to the mill and get a nice price for them. That's the aim of it. Yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll pick it up tomorrow. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. The boys will swap over trailers now, so Robert and Jordan will do the night shift until it's going to rain tonight at some point, so I imagine they got a few hours and then they'll get stopped by the rain. Getting on with it, that's good. That's a good heat. Nice to see that. Anyway, yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.